Hello, and welcome to the Employer Education Series informational video on SERS covered membership. Today we'll be going over who is covered under SERS membership, contractors, exemptions from membership, optional membership, exclusions, and the membership determination process. There are three types of employees who are considered SERS members in Ohio's boards of education: school districts, vocational and technical schools, community schools, and community colleges. 1. Any employee who works in a position that doesn't require a license under Ohio Revised Code 3319.22 through 3319.31. The important factor to keep in mind when determining membership is: does the position require a certificate? If the individual holds a certificate, does the position require it? For example, a school teacher transports children in school buses. Since the teacher's position requires a teaching certificate, the contributions earned for transporting students would be sent to SERS because school transportation doesn't require a certificate. 2. Any school employee who performs a service common to the normal daily operations of a school, even if it is a contracted service. Common services that we typically think of are bus transportation, food services, and custodial services. We will be touching on what is considered common to the normal daily operation shortly. 3. Any non-faculty position in a school, college, or other institution wholly controlled and managed, and wholly or partly supported by the state or political subdivision. Positions deemed faculty in a school, college, or other institution are STRS members. Once the employee is in a position that requires SERS membership, it cannot be waived. There are few circumstances where membership is optional or an individual is exempt from membership. We will cover that later in the tutorial. Now we are going to touch on what is considered common to the normal daily operation. Service common to the normal daily operation means any service required to be provided by a school or the provision of which is governed by law, statute, or rule, or any service necessary on a regular, continuous basis to the efficient operation of a school, or any service which, through custom usage, has become a service commonly provided or procured by a school on a regular, continuous basis. In other words, is the position required by law? Is the service needed on a continuous basis to help the operation of the school? Or has it become a common service over time? These are questions to ask yourself when determining if it is, in fact, common to the normal daily operation of your district. These are also questions you should be asking yourself when entering into a contract with a third-party vendor. If an individual provides a service that is common to the normal daily operations of your school district, more than likely they will be an SERS member. Here is a list of positions that are considered covered. It is not all-inclusive. Please keep in mind that if you enter into a contract with a third-party contractor for a covered position, they are considered SERS members, and contributions will need to be sent via SERS. Here's a list of positions that are not considered covered. This list also is not all-inclusive. Please feel free to contact our Employer Services team if you have questions regarding positions that do or do not pay into SERS. Hiring a contractor to perform services common to the normal daily operation does not relieve those individuals from SERS membership or your financial obligation to SERS. Whether the contractor sends in a different person each day, or they work part-time or full-time, the contracted individual is still an SERS member. Please remember that enrollments and contributions will need to be sent in for each new contracted employee. Certain employees may request exemption from SERS membership. Those employees must complete an exemption form within the first month of employment. Employees who can choose exemption from SERS membership include students who are not members at the time of employment and are employed by the school, college, or university in which the student is enrolled and regularly attending classes, emergency employees serving on a temporary basis, and individuals who are employed in a program established under any federal job training program. The employer must retain the exemption form indefinitely. The form will not expire after a certain amount of time. If an individual contacts SERS to establish service credit for time during the period of exemption, you are required to present the form to SERS to prove that the individual opted for exemption. If you are unable to present this form to SERS, you may be responsible for paying the employee and employer contributions for this time along with any possible interest. Once a student has graduated, their exemption is no longer valid, and contributions should be sent in for any time worked after graduation. School board or governing board members have the option to contribute to SERS. These members have 30 days to decide if they are to contribute to SERS or to Social Security. If the board member chooses SERS membership, they must complete and submit an election for membership form. Once the member chooses SERS membership, it cannot be revoked. By law, governing authorities of community schools cannot belong to SERS. Some individuals are excluded from SERS membership. They include individuals who participate in an alternative retirement plan or ARP that is established by a college or university, individuals who have a license and are employed in an educational position as determined by the Ohio Department of Education through programs under federal law and financed by federal funds for which no license may be required, and employees of community school operators who have Social Security taxes withheld from their first paycheck who were initially employed by the community school operator on or before July 1, 2016, or previously worked for a community school operator and returned to work for that same operator on or after July 1, 2016. If you are unsure whether or not an employee should be an SERS member, call us first for guidance. You may request a formal membership determination by completing and submitting a determination form along with a copy of the job description and/or contract. Once we have received your request, we will review it and make an initial determination. If you disagree with the results, you may request another review. We will ask for supporting documentation and additional information to make a final decision. If at that point your district disagrees with the decision, they may appeal to the board. All decisions made by the board are final. This concludes our overview of SERS covered membership. Thank you for watching.